squad buddies. Y'all ready? Yes, Amber. Come on, Killer K. Let's go get him.
What's going on, my squad buddies? It's your boy Morgan, and today we have a review for the Golden Stars. Now, you know, I have to bring in the girl, Miss Sha'Diamond.
I love
Yes,
the
Miss
introduction.
Sha'Diamond.
It was the introduction for me. Awesome.
How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm can I tell them what I'm doing?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me.
Okay, yeah, I'm struggling right now. I'm trying to figure out how to sit here. But
But
yes,
guess what?
other than that, I'm great.
We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
Yes, we're gonna make it work.
Yes. So how was your experience with the Golden Stars this season, being that this is your first season?
Um, it was great overall. I'll say overall it was great, but of course there were ups, there were downs.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I enjoy getting to do the thing that I love to do.
Right.
As a job, you know what I mean? That's kind of
Yeah.
cool. That's not kind of cool. That's like my ultimate life goal. So it's to do the thing that I love to do every day, like, and get paid for it. Like, so
And then
I
just
was really,
seeing it come together.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
just seeing it come together.
yes. Like it was very, 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 very cool overall, and I would definitely say like I value this entire experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the experience overall.
Good, good. So we're
Yes,
about to get into some good moments from you guys, okay?
yes. Okay.
Yes, let's go.
I'm fine. Get into it.
Now,
Oh,
first
this
of
was the
all,
game. This was homecoming.
yes, I love the uniform, first of all.
Hey, shout out to Tie Design for them.
Oh,
Hey, hey.
now let me tell you something about Miss India. Miss India is that girl. Definitely that girl.
Yes, ma'am. Hey,
How was it working with her and being like together with her, with you being the sponsor and her being the captain?
this is her second time around with me as a coach. So I feel like our relationship, we actually have a actual relationship. Like I don't have a relationship with a lot of people, but I feel like I have a
Mm-hmm.
relationship with you. I feel like she's, I don't know, I don't want to say a sweet girl. And the reason I don't want to say a sweet girl is because she's not a little girl, but she's
Right.
extremely like sweet to me. I think that she grew like this to me. This is my second year. I'm listening. I'm talking to you, but I'm watching the video.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
okay.
feel like India is just like she has a good heart to me, and so I feel like when people
Yeah.
have good hearts, like I like them. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people don't have a relationship with me because I don't like a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
But
hey.
I got a relationship with her, and I feel like she worked hard. I feel like overall she stuck it out there with me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it like that. I feel like they all did because I ain't no
Yeah.
easy person to deal with as a person,
Hmm.
as a coach, as a sister, as a nothing. I ain't easy.
Right.
So she lit for still being the captain.
Yes.
Give up on me.
Now let me tell you something about these counts, baby. These counts was teeth. Okay.
Like, these they counts. These go to Scott counts.
Oh,
I think I
yes.
only got like 1 or 2 counts. This they still.
Really?
This is. Hey, I feel like the principle of cleaning the team and making them look like one is what allows the crowd and the I don't
Right.
want to say spectators, but everybody else that's watching. I feel like that's what allows them to see it. When everybody
Hmm.
is different, you can't see the vision. And that's
Right.
it, period. So when you clean them up, this is what they give you. And they ain't even
Hmm.
clean. In my opinion, this ain't even clean. This is them growing. This is them
Yeah.
growing. Like, oh my gosh, you're throwing me back. You're taking me back and thinking about what we were in the season and just
Yes.
who I was in the season, who these girls were. And I almost said who these
Hmm.
kids were. Because to me, like, they still kids. Like, and
Yeah.
I think that people forget that. A lot of times they
Yeah.
forget that at this age, you're a kid.
Right.
Heck, you're a
That's
kid
true.
right now. Hey, Erica.
Mm.
What's up, Golden Star? Like you right here
Baby.
surrounding them is straight golden stars. And it's the principle that they are livid for these girls right now. Like,
Yes.
I think this is their first time seeing them. This is my first time encountering the alumni as a collective, like all of them at the same time, not just alumni
Right.
as in the, you know how you have the collegiate or the esteemed alumni, and then you have people that used to be golden stars. I feel like
Right.
they were all there.
Yeah.
They were all
Just
there, and they
supporting.
approved.
Yeah.
They approved of this message. Hello,
Yeah.
like they was leaving.
Right. And that's the good thing about it. They approved of it, you know.
Yes.
Oh, she's giving it, honey.
Hi,
Yes.
come on, Alicia. That gang right there. Ooh.
Ooh, she came out. Thank you, baby. Yes. Ooh.
Yes. Like that. Look, you know
I love the baseball.
Come on, Ray.
You know I love the baseball.
You love the what?
I love the baseball count.
Oh,
I call it the baseball
yeah,
count.
all of these are their counts. Like they are
Yes.
and I feel like the counts was there. Them that's their stuff. That's how I look at it.
And I was gonna ask you, like, what did you like, being that they already had a lot of these counts, what did you like bring to them as far as like material?
Of course I've given them counts like this little count, that's my count. But the material as far as counts, how can I explain it? Once again, like putting them together and making them clean and actually giving them sex appeal and teaching them like, hey, this is how you move your body. Hey, this is how you collectively move your body. Not you over here getting it and you over here kind of ain't getting it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You need to look like one. And I feel like I took the methods that I learned. I'm gonna keep it a band. I took the methods that I learned as a sting ed. What I got out of learning counts as a sting ed, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think nobody counts is just like can't be taught. It's dance. It's us putting dance in an 8 count or a 16 count or a 24 count or whatever it is. Like that's dance. That's choreography. And your choreography, if it's 5, it's 5. Hey. And even if it's not, when you are with a team, I seen this little dude, I ain't gonna call his race out, but I seen this guy, he was doing like counts, but he had like a mirrored image of himself behind him. So everybody, each of him was clean. And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. It don't matter what you're doing. If it's clean, it's clean. If you look at a dance team and they have on all the same, it's a clean look. It can be as basic as possible, but it's a clean look across the board. You're gonna be like, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I just like how they, and they think about it, the dynamics come from the discipline. You feel me? Like if you see a team walking down the street and they all doing it, it's like, ooh, what they finna give. Like,
but as long as it's clean and as long as it's cohesive.
Yeah, I really feel like that. And I feel like then you take it to the next notch of, okay, you bring in a good choreographer to teach you like, okay, now this is how you make your moves fire. This is how you make them fluid. Now that's not the right word. This is how you make the counts flow. Boom. So I feel like instead of doing, let's think about an old count that we all know, right? This, whatever, like that's so basic. But it's the principle that, okay, now we not finna do it like this. We finna bounce with it. We finna add.
We're gonna give it personality.
You know what I'm saying? So even if we were doing this little count, which is my count, that's so simple. Like that's just a count. Yeah. And it's just a count. Like, but it's 5. Oh, okay. Something else. I like to what I call ride. Like you don't hunch
ride out
or like pop. You ride down, or whenever you're doing a count, you actually like ride with it. But that's just adding a bounce and adding some flow to it. Like that's all it is to me. So I feel like when it came down to what did I do for stands, I did the stands. I learned them and I did them and I showed them, hey, this is cute. And then they go, okay, this is how I do it. They do it, and then it's and I cleaned the stands, and I actually I did them. I demonstrated what I would have done. Some of the things I did not like how some of the counts went, like, or it seems like, okay, so, and I only can relate it back to what I know as a singing. I didn't get a chance to teach counts, right? Like we all know the counts that I have done, it wasn't that I'm not creative and I can't make up counts. Now that's not the case. Now, if you ask me why they don't have counts, I will tell you that too. Why I have not given them counts, I will tell you that. But it's not the fact that I can't get them choreography. I give choreography, like in India learned this in our first year. We used to go to the park and I just would freestyle. She was like, those are counts. I'm like, I know. Like, they fine. Y'all can have them if y'all get there. You have to learn your stuff first.
Yeah, you have to
My
make
first
sure you
year
perfect
we
it.
learned the old stuff. Asia ain't teach us nothing new. Y'all got them same counts until we had,
Right.
well, I'm gonna be honest, we learned all of our counts in pre-drill. Everything after that, now the first game has come, we have conquered this first game, or we have done what we're gonna do. Now let's add on. So with them, man, I'm gonna be honest, we still have not finished all of their counts. They are not on the level to say like, or we're not on the level to just say, okay, these are all the counts, go. Because the first step is not the counts. The first thing y'all gonna see is a field show. The first thing y'all gonna get from me is a field show. Actually, the first thing y'all gonna get from me is endurance and stretching. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you'll get out of it, because that's what matters to me first. Now, and in my understanding, the first thing you're supposed to do, or in order for you to get in the stands, you have to make the field show. I've never heard of a team that allows you to do the stands but not do the field show. But then at the same time, I don't do much research, so somebody might eat me up, and I really don't care. Tell me. But yeah, whatever. But like, yes, I feel like that's my philosophy. Like you're getting to, and I'm gonna tell y'all, look, I'm putting the mirrors in the back on the wall. My y'all business. So y'all was supposed to see that if I was seeing how I thought I was.
But it's okay. As long as you told them what was going on.
Right. Y'all, me and my fiance are moving into our house. So
yes,
this is us still moving. But anyway, so it's just like I feel like once they learn master the field show, we can spend more time on stands, and then after that we can spend more time on walks. I'm gonna be honest, we never got to this stuff. Like still to this day, they're about to do their first parade of the year, and this is gonna be our first time really working on parades as much as we probably need. No, that's a lie. We worked on parades, but we have not learned every parade in their book.
Right.
And that's my goal. Like, let's learn all the stuff that y'all have. Let's go
I
ahead
like
and do
that you're doing that though.
Like,
I like
India got a list that say 8 counts and 16 counts, like literally, and she sent this list to them. So I answer another question later because I'm just rambling about this one thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. But I do like the fact that you are able to go onto another team and be able to perfect what they already have instead of just giving them something totally new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that you're doing that. So we're gonna go to this next one, okay?
Okay. I'm still cute.
Now, this was one of my favorites. I love the uniform, the tee, the dance, the song.
Leave them girls alone.
Yes, the song was perfect. Yes, giving me straight hair.
Like I added the little look thing in there.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like the count was
you just revived what they already have.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I love this.
Yeah. Now to sit down, I need to sit down. And this one of the freshman counts, or the freshman from last year. This the team. Remember that video we dropped, the play song video?
Yeah. Right.
That count is from this video. That's where the count comes from. So I guess I let them do counts too.
Yes, ma'am. Let me tell you something. They are some black beauties.
Yes,
I love everything about them, baby.
Yes, thank you.
She just eats it up for me. India just eats it up.
Yeah. She's lit. And she's grown, like, oh my God. Dance wise, she's definitely grown.
And the tail was just giving me hair action too.
Yes. Who was Tail? TT, my sister.
I think so. I don't know.
Look at me trying to.
Yes, ma'am. Bow, bow. Ooh.
Oh Lord. Here we go, Jordan. I gotta stop calling her name.
I love all of these counts.
Oh, wait, did y'all even get to see that?
What?
My friend messes up. But I don't think y'all get to see it.
I probably missed it. I think I missed it.
I'm gonna turn
but it's okay.
Oh no, she ain't messed up this time. What I'm talking about? This ain't the game I'm talking about.
Okay.
This count for some reason used to throw them off.
Really?
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. We didn't have a lot of time to even do things. These girls can be even much more. Like, oh my God, just wait.
This formation is so cute to me because I was looking at it the other day. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Thank you. And I don't even think it was intentional. I think when we saw you say something about it, we was like, oh, yeah, it's kind of cute. Okay.
Yeah, I love that formation. Yes. Come on, hair.
It's the hair for me.
It's the hair.
I love hair like that, obviously. I like big hair.
Right.
Like, hot, yeah.
And they are all on one, you know?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Give me a nice nasty flash. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, here go the tail. Look at the tail. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, TT.
Yes.
It was the kick.
I live.
That was my little kick. Yes.
But how was it? Let me ask this. How was it being a coach and also being a videographer at the exact same time, like creating content for YouTube and for an audience to like, enjoy? That's what we did last time.
So it was not easy.
Right.
It wasn't easy, but I had my fiance. My fiance was killing it, like helping a lot. And I feel like if I didn't have him there, it was gonna be difficult. Cause like the first game, I had one of the girls that were not dancing recording, but we didn't actually use that footage. I never got that footage. And then also I just feel like, well, gradually the footage got better. You don't see any footage for the first few games. It's not that it's not footage. It's that if I was recording, I'm recording the ground and I'm screaming and looking and all other stuff.
Right.
So me filming was not going well. No. Like not at all. And then the fact that we're not in a place that I am able to or I'm not able to conquer, or I'm not able to do what I'm normally able to do. Say we at the game at Miles. I know what I can do. I'm gonna put my tripod up. I'm gonna shoot it right here. I'm gonna make sure these folks don't walk past right here. I already know. But if I'm at somebody else's house, I don't have a clue what to expect. I don't even, when people are like, oh yeah, what do Southern campus look like? My memory ain't that, so I don't remember. Like I don't remember. So in preparation of it, I mean, of course I can go and look at videos and stuff like that, but I still don't feel like I was as prepared as what I probably needed to be. I needed to have had a drone, and I wasn't able to. I was supposed to buy a drone, but I ended up buying some hair. I ended up having to buy the whole team hair, so I never got a drone. Like the hair that y'all saw in that last video was the hair that they were supposed to have for the first game. They didn't have that hair because the United States and the world is going crazy right now with COVID and shipment and everything. So that affected us. With that being said, that's my name on the line. So they're going to get some hair, even if I got to buy them some hair. So ended up having to spend the money I was going to spend on the drone on their hair. I spent it, not they paid for it, because they had already paid for their hair. And I don't know, I'm just a fair person. I'm an honest person. And people can call me crazy all they want, but I'm going to be blessed in hindsight. So I'm going to receive it. You know what I'm saying? And supposedly I might even get reimbursed for it. So we're going to see. Like from the school or whatever. So we're going to see.
Yeah. But that's good. Shoot.
I'm going to be honest. It's just like recording, or I wouldn't have been able to do it without Casey, like for real, because he had to run the camera if I'm up here having to deal with something else that's going on, chaotic. Like I didn't have much help for real. I got 16 girls, and for the most of the time, like mostly everybody performed, but then I had one girl that didn't perform as much, so she was able to help with some stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like if you're sitting out, sometimes you don't want to really be helpful in a sense. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, and I get this, but at the same time, it wasn't easy because I'm being 16 different people at the same time. But and then getting the footage out.
It's even worse.
Footage out. It was like the reason I started doing videos is because if you look back, you don't see a lot of videos of me as a singer. I'm gonna just be honest. My little sister used to film me, and I knew that I looked good, but for some reason, I was not in a lot of the videos. Well, all my girls is in all these videos. If you go back and look, I made sure that I was trying. And if they're not, I'm on the sideline trying to figure out what we need to back up. Well, the football players right there, well, we're going to have to move something. Like, because they mama want to see them. They not from, you know what I'm saying? They mama from Cleveland. They want to see them. They mama from Florida. They not here right now. Like, they want to see them. So I was very intentional about trying to get everybody in. Like, get them some shine.
And give everybody that shine, right?
Yeah, because I wanted my shine, and I feel like there was an effect. The fact that I didn't get my shine. I'm gonna be honest. Like I feel like that's
good though.
There was an effect from that, and I don't want that effect to happen to them. Like, get your love. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see more girls go out and become dancers after school.
Yeah.
Like, we don't acknowledge this is a career. Like, if anything, I want to be the spokesperson for that. Like, y'all gonna treat dancers right. Y'all gonna actually pay us. Y'all gonna actually pay us what we worth. Like, that's what I
Mm-hmm.
want to work on. Like, I'm a
Dang.
just wait. I'm gonna show
You
y'all.
got it.
Look, check me in. Like, let's talk again in like February or May.
Yep.
February or
Mm-hmm.
May, one of the two. Let's talk again, cause I'm not gonna just sit
Okay.
and let people like mistreat dancers. Like, we too creative. We make
Yeah.
things pop, like, for real.
Yep.
We
Y'all are
do.
the
So,
culture. Yeah. Y'all
but
are part
yeah,
of the culture.
that
Shit.
look, that ain't even what you asked me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's go to the next one.
Hey,
Now this uniform was so cute too.
yes, I love this.
Yes.
All of these are Thai designs.
Yep.
Every one of them.
Mhm.
Well, the pink one was not. That was an old uniform. And the
Oh really?
capes are
Oh,
Alexis Delaney. Like,
oh,
get into the capes. Don't do
okay.
her. Yep,
Yes,
I
Alexis.
definitely had to reach out to her as soon as the
Mm.
season started, like, cause she lit.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, the counts are fine.
Bam, bam. Yes.
Ooh,
She grooves it though. She grooves it though.
that's my point. Like, that's what I brought to them. Like, groove, like,
Right. Groove
dance,
it.
like, really vibe in it,
Mhm.
have fun,
Right.
live in the moments. I don't know, like,
Mhm.
and just the sex appeal of it all. Like,
Yeah.
that's my whole thing. Like, get into it. I think everybody's
Yes.
dancing. Every single
Yep.
body, every person is dancing this game. It's 16 girls.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the game that everybody dance. This is I think the only time everybody dance.
What game was this?
This is the game before the last game. This is the
Okay.
last game of the season. But you know, we had that one game for the championship. This is the last
Mhm.
game of the season. Yep.
She eats, baby. Yes.
You see me fighting with them. Look, we trying to get them out of our camera. Get out of my camera.
Get out the way, baby.
So no,
Yes.
it's not easy. I'm jumping
I know.
things. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I like this.
That's one of my favorites. I love that count.
Well,
Love that. Love that count. You know, I'm really glad that you were able to I'm glad that you were able to pick, you know, thicker girls. A lot of teams don't pick thicker girls. So how important is it for you to like include those thicker girls?
so I didn't even I didn't know that I had thicker girls.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Let me tell you how I didn't know. I let people who made the team make the team. Period.
Right.
I didn't.
Period.
You dance, you look good. You look like I can work with you. You look like, okay, I can, because I did my own auditions, so I knew that they were.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I saw that they were thicker, but it did not register in my head because that don't matter
Right.
to me.
Right.
That just didn't matter to me. I had COVID the first week of pre-drill.
Mm-hmm.
I got word that I had thicker girls.
Right.
They called me and
Oh
was like,
Lord.
or they were talking about the fact that I had thicker girls, and I'm like, thicker girls? Bro, I got a fine line. Boy, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Them girls, what you talking about?
Right.
They fine. They big. So, I mean,
Right.
you
Right.
gonna lick that?
No, girl, you good.
I was
Okay.
like, girl, like, let them girls
Yeah.
dance. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I kept trying to figure out which one they saying is the thicker girl. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm oblivious. And I mean,
Right.
I get that they're thick, but if they look good and they can dance, I just don't see why does it matter? Like,
Right.
why? Why do you care?
Yeah.
I was told not to get thicker girls next year, and I'm just like,
That's lame. That's late.
them thicker girls made you a name. Them
And
thicker
and
girls made people talk about you. Them thicker
mm-hmm.
girls can dance. That's what
And you
matters.
never know, who's inspired by that. girls.
And
You
honestly,
never
I
know who's
had to
inspired.
tell them, like, I even had to tell them, like, at one point I told them, I was like, hey, man, y'all are the ones that they are saying are the thicker girls. I need y'all to go and get into the honeybees. Them my thicker girls, and I love the honeybees. Like, I was just with Miss
Mm-hmm.
Williams 2 weeks ago. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm a fan of them. Like, I'm gonna keep it a band. They dance. My mama swept it down. She's
Yeah.
a honeybee. One no honeybee. So like, it don't matter to me.
Yeah.
It ain't
Yeah.
something that
You
matters.
never know. You never know who you inspire. Like,
Yeah.
though that thicker girl can inspire the next thicker girl that can just eat. You just never know.
Yeah, and I told them that. I told them that y'all are. I had to tell them I'm gonna keep it a band. Like, I told them y'all are the face. Like, so whatever y'all do this year, that's gonna make or break what happens next year.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all
Yeah.
don't eat now, ain't no eating later.
Right.
And
So
and
eat
I
up.
even told Prof, like, yo, I'm gonna work them out. Like, I'm gonna work them out. That's all I can do. And the reason that I'm
Yeah.
working them out, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't make them work out any more than I made anybody else work out. I made them work out because y'all gonna be able to do this field show and
Mm-hmm.
y'all not gonna be tired and y'all gonna have the endurance. Now, if you are so thick that you are not able to
Yep.
carry yourself, then that is a difference. Then that's a different story. That also means you probably wouldn't have made the team. In them auditions, I don't know if people
Right.
look at my auditions. You got to be able to do leaps. You got to be able to do, like, or I at least want to see it. And I do coach a
Mm-hmm.
high school. I do coach at JO. And because I coach at JO and because I was on a team with my coach where she gave me pretty girls. My coach
Yeah.
used to give me pretty girls. I ain't say that they can dance. Couldn't dance a lick sometimes. But she gave me pretty girls. So I
Yeah.
learned quickly how to teach. Like, at
Mm-hmm.
heart, I am a teacher. Like, that's me. So if I can teach you, or if
Mm.
you look like somebody that I can teach, then I'm gonna pick you. And
Yeah.
my other thing is, how you gonna be picky when ain't nobody want to audition? Like,
That's another thing.
but let's keep
Yes.
going.
Yeah. I can't
I'm gonna take
stand.
what I get and I'm gonna make it pop. That's what I'm gonna do. And
Right.
y'all gonna be
Right.
fine. Y'all gonna be y'all gonna be on Morgan's show because y'all is fine. That's what's gonna happen. In 20
Right.
look, and by the end of 2021, y'all, my bad, by the beginning of 2022, these big girls that made us amazing. They was a portion of it.
Period.
So let's be thankful. How about
Period.
that? Like,
Okay.
that's how I feel
Okay.
about it. Like, oh my God. And
Yes.
them big girls got a name. Like, how about that?
Okay.
Like,
Yes. Yes.
I hate it here.
Okay. Let's go to this next one, Gary.
Okay.
This is this
Ooh,
the one that's your
Buckley.
count?
Ah,
This your count?
This
Oh, I
them.
thought this.
Oh wait,
Oh,
I don't think so. No, it's them.
yes,
That's them. She gonna book. Hi, all these them.
yes, ma'am. You know I love the book. Period.
Me too. Me too. Now that's something that I love about being there. Like, Miles, my high school, they got count like that too, my kid. My high school coach, my coach that I'm referring to, was the coach of Miles. When I was growing up, the band director
Right.
of Miles was the band director of JO when I was growing up.
Wow.
So this, I
So
didn't
you
have
just
to
connected.
change it. I even knew some of these counts because we did them. I even, if
Wow.
anything, I put some of the counts back the way they were.
Mm.
Yeah, I auditioned from, I think I told you that I was a band girl for Miles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you did tell me that. You did tell me that.
Yeah. So I ain't have no reason. That's the one. Now that's my count. We missed it.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, that one's mine.
You did say you like to ride out.
I do.
You did say you like to
That's
ride
my
out.
count.
So I
I like it.
understand.
And the
But
reason,
yeah,
okay,
I
let
like.
me tell you, I didn't know it was a count. Before I became the coach, I did the audition. The year before. And the audition was to Thurman. I can't think of the lady name, but this was a part of the choreography. And they took
Yeah.
that and made it a count. So when I got that, it was like, oh yeah, this count is called
Oh.
Mayfield. And I'm like, am I supposed to make this count? They was like, no, dude, you make this count. I'm like, when? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, now this one, I actually meant I meant to make that account, but this one, this one just came. I'm speaking. This one came because of that routine.
It's
So
okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. But how was it trying to get your team together as far as COVID? Because I know COVID was a big thing this year. So how was it just keeping them safe and just making sure everybody was okay?
Okay, so can I talk about when we first had COVID and then add this
Yes,
part in
go
there?
ahead.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when we first had COVID, we I feel like we wore masks a lot more. I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
honest. We definitely, I remember that when we were in the band room. Okay, rewind. When we first started with the COVID, the dance girls used to practice outside. Period. Like we didn't
Mm-hmm.
really practice inside ever. If we did practice,
Right.
we used to practice in this building called Pearson, or we might practice in
Mm-hmm.
the band room sometimes. But for the most part, he didn't have us in the band room. Like everybody was away. Um,
Right.
Now this year, when you come around this year, uh, not as I don't feel like they wore the mask as much. And let me tell you why. Do you know that the all of Miles is pretty much vaccinated, like the band?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
with that in mind, we're just now in this month, January or December, is really starting to hear more and more and more about, well, probably a bit before that, but about the fact that the vaccines are not what they said the vaccines was gonna be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we're just now about to hear that. But when we first started in band camp, we thought vaccines was the thing, and the goal was to just get vaccinated so that everybody would be safe. Being
Right.
vaccinated meant that you were safe. That was the belief during the band season. So everybody was vaccinated, unlike other schools. So they didn't really do much when it came to. I don't feel like the masks were worn as much, but I also will be honest. I think that if it has been said that if that band had COVID, they must have had it during band camp because after that there was no more
Mm-hmm.
sick. I didn't hear anybody getting sick. Nothing like,
Mm.
and that's partially why I kind of am waving or leaning over here with this immunity thing because I mean, I didn't hear anybody else getting
Right.
sick, but I do know that, like I said, I started off with COVID. And I wasn't the
Right.
only person that had COVID in the beginning or before. And then most of them that had it, for real, like not
Mm.
them. I won't say most of them that had it. Let me take that back. I will say I know that I had it. I know that when we were at practice, we still we practiced outside still. I actually
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed very much practicing outside the first time. So we ended
Right.
up still kind of doing a lot of workouts outside. If we were in the band room, if we was in the band room, I will say we had the mask on in there. Like the way our band room is set up, Prof's office is right like there. So if he saw these people with like the mask off, he'll be like, "Put your mask on." But if we was outside, you didn't really have your mask on. We really not close. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
if you did have your mask on, it was. I mean, shoot. Do you know how much I run them? Or we run? They got these masks on. They out here raining and it's
Right.
hot
I
out here.
now
These
that
girls
I
are practicing in
understand.
the heat. Like, and they used to
Mm-hmm.
say that like we always out, y'all out here, but I bet on the game day y'all feel fine. You feel fine because
Right.
you've been out here in thugging it the whole week. Now that might be the army in me. You've been out here this whole
Mm-hmm.
time, so you have got accustomed to whatever the weather is about to be, whether it was hot, cold, raining. You got
Right.
accustomed to how to deal with it. So when it happened, you already knew what
You
to expect.
good.
You might have been aggravated at practice, or that might have been an aggravated thought because I mean, once you change your mindset about anything, you ain't got to deal with it no more. You ain't got to deal with that
Right.
thought no more. So like, they got over it, and I feel like as far as COVID, like, it just it's. And then I will say some people kept their mask on, like, cause that was a part
Yeah.
of your uniform to have your mask. So put it on.
Yep.
Me, I'ma stay. I'm gonna go over here. And I'm probably yelling from the
Mm-hmm.
bleachers somewhere. So I probably don't got on my mask. Now, if you ask one of them, they might be like, well, I had my mask on. And then somebody else might be like, well, no, I ain't had my mask on all the time. But I also went
Yeah.
all up in somebody's face all the time either. Like, I was
Right.
outside,
That's
like in the
that's
earth.
another
I'm just
thing.
like, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like you don't have to be in people's face. Then you good. You good.
And the game day, I was not here for that. I was just like, I'm gonna be honest. I think I seen most of the teams that have on the mask in the stand. I'm just like, that's part of the
Mm-hmm.
beauty of being a dancer. Like,
Yes.
take the
Oh,
mask off. At
I
least, like,
miss
you
it so
far
much.
away. If it's supposed to be 6 feet, you about 6 feet. So I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
This is
Just
just
because
the COVID been crazy.
oh baby, trust. I know.
It's still crazy. Hmm.
Was this like a because I meant to ask, was this like a battle of the band type of thing? Or
Yeah.
was it yeah, because I didn't think this was a game.
We had the game the next day.
Oh,
This
okay.
was
That makes
crazy.
sense. I just love the hair. The hair is just giving.
Yeah. Now this one,
Now
this
let
was
me
they own pick. They picked this one.
Oh, the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Now, how was it? How hectic was it on game day? I know it's hectic as hell.
It always depends on what game.
Yeah.
I would say the first game was the most hectic to me. We practiced
Mm-hmm.
the day of the game because we, in my opinion, the field show was not ready. We were not ready for the field show just yet. Like I said, the field show was the most thing that's always an important part to me. And
Right.
I don't know if you noticed, but they didn't have cuts. I
Mm.
don't think we've gotten into why, but they didn't have cuts. And so I was working very hard trying to make sure that it looked well, but
Right.
still stuff needed to be done on the day of the game. I remember picking them cakes up that morning, like
Mm.
early that morning. I went to Atlanta to pick up them cakes, came back and went. I think I showered and went up there,
Mm.
and it still didn't save it. Y'all still saw what y'all saw. I couldn't fix
Yep.
it. It was too late.
Yeah.
I didn't. It didn't work.
Sometimes,
So that
but
particular game day, it was hectic. But by the time we
yeah.
made it down there and the game started, it was just like
Mm-hmm.
it was good. Once we almost
Wow.
got left. That's how hectic it was.
Oh
We
no.
was at the field when the band was finna get ready to leave. We didn't even know because I ain't even gonna get into communication, but we was down there and yeah, we wasn't even ready.
Mm.
Um,
Wow.
Now other game days, this was a hectic game day. This was a very hectic
Mm.
game day. Very. I don't even know if I
Wow.
spoke to the story of this game day on here.
Don't
I will
tell it.
say
Don't tell
this, and I will leave it
it.
up to your imagination. I didn't. I drove to Kentucky, and
Ooh, baby.
if anybody knows me, I don't drive anywhere by
Right.
myself like that. I fall asleep on the road, but I was dead upset to the point that I was willing to drive to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this was not. They didn't even know. I don't think I'm even. They didn't even know if I was coming or not.
Ooh, no.
I was.
Mm.
Yeah, that was. I was livid that day. That
Mm.
was not.
Mm.
But then you had good game days. You had game days that was chill, and it's just like I will say one of the hardest thing about game days was making sure. That was I won't say the hardest thing. It's like I'm a person of timeliness, but at the same time, it's like tell me what you're going to require
Right.
of them. Tell me,
Yeah.
don't tell them. Tell me because I'm responsible for them. So like,
Mm-hmm.
what time do they need to be where they need to be? And it's the fact of I don't know the traditions of Miles, or I would say that maybe I know now, but I did not know the traditions of Miles or how they went about. Okay, well, at this you need to be in this spot before the game. I didn't know about none of
Right.
that. I'm used to the thing is getting dressed and we probably gonna run down the stairs when we hit the whistle blow.
Right.
And ain't nobody gonna. I mean, the drum major gonna come tell us like we finna leave, y'all. Okay.
Oh
I
no.
remember times when we have run. Well, O has left us, and we had to run
Yeah.
and get inspired. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's like if there's a thing where you want us here at a certain time, tell us that we have to be there by that certain time. And by the end of the season, that had happened.
Mm-hmm.
I had finally was just like, look, now this is really driving me crazy. Like,
You gotta
tell
tell
it
me
needs to
stuff.
be some order. What time do you want them
Mm-hmm.
there? Exactly. Okay, that's what time
Right.
you want them there. All right, that's what time they would be there. Don't say nothing
Mm-hmm.
else. That's it.
That's it.
Y'all be there. Be there at that time. Be early if you can.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like,
Now I do want to say, being that this is your first official, game season, how like what would you do differently next season that you did than you did this season, this prior season?
I'm a answer you, but I'm gonna answer you in a different type of way. If I were to do, if I were to have a team next year, or if next season, I would say that they should have two different auditions. It needs to be a
Okay.
virtual audition to weed off the people who are just not going to probably like pick your team, but
Hmm.
then let them have
Yeah.
a physical audition, like an
Actual.
in-person audition.
Right.
Yeah. And over that time, so our audition is the earliest, or it's early compared to what I'm used to. our auditions like April-ish, you know. So I would say leave it
Right.
how it was last year. COVID has taught us something, and I feel like that's something I want to keep. Leave it like it is, but then when right before pre-drill, rewind. They need to be learning certain things before they even come to this audition. Like you're on the
Right.
team already, almost like there's gonna be
Yeah.
requirements already set. So when you come to
Mhm.
this audition, this is going to be a public audition, or I would make it a public audition if it was me. I'll make it a public
Mhm.
audition, and in addition to that, I will make sure like they have a few days still, like maybe 3 days, to learn whatever they need to learn to execute it
Mm.
once auditions get there. I think that I can jam a lot, and I can use that time very, very strategically so that they have
Mhm.
the things that we would normally get done during pre-drill, they're done before you make it to pre-drill. Therefore, we already have the upper hand for the
Right.
season. Now, when you get to pre-drill, you just came off a high. For real, for real. You just had a whole
Mhm.
performance for the first time. You know what I'm saying? You just had a
Yeah.
performance, and you went from that performance, and you went into pre-drill. You are excited, you elated, like you lit
Mhm.
to become a golden star. You get what I'm saying? This makes me
Right.
excited to want to be a golden star.
Mhm.
Now I'm coming to pre-drill with a whole different mindset. I'm here at
Mhm.
pre-drill, and we're learning and we're growing. But we're actually getting ready for the all them stands that you're supposed to learn, all that technique you're supposed to learn, all that running you're
Yep.
supposed to have, got that endurance. All of that is actually being able to be focused on. You already know certain things like stand routines and little stuff like that that you can learn off
Right.
YouTube. You already know that
Yep.
stuff. Like you got the upper hand. So now we can just focus on field show. I feel like
Mhm.
if you can focus on that first field show and you already got your stands, then you can really play now. Like during the
Right.
year now, I can do all kinds of stuff in the stands. And I remember when I did fast forward. All I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting my words mixed up because I'm trying
That's
to
okay.
fast forward past a tunnel I was going to go down. I like to make creations when we perform, I like to make creations. We can't do that if you don't got the basics. So we can go
Right.
ahead and get the basics out the way. We can be even more creative. Like you said, how many stands did I teach them? None, because we ain't had no time. But if y'all learn stuff
Mhm.
y'all supposed to know, everything that they know already, if you learn it before you get to me, oh, I'll make you eat.
Mhm.
I can give you
Yep.
some stuff that'll knock your socks off, but I can't do that if you ain't got your basics. So come to me with the
Mhm.
basics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what I'm trying to get at. So
That makes sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Let's now speaking of field show, let's get to a field show.
oh
Hold on, let's
Lord,
see.
which one you done pick?
I think it's like 3. I love the dynamics in this field show. I don't know if it was this one or the other one. Yeah, it was this one. Yes. Come on.
Yeah,
Yes. Oh,
I can tell you a
come
story
on,
about
death
this field
drop.
show, and it takes me straight down the tunnel. I try not to go down. Yep, it surely does.
Oh my god.
I made this up in quarantine.
Oh, I like how they did that.
Thank you.
Visually, it's T. Mm. Ooh, okay, Sha'Diamond. Yes.
Hey, somebody was
Ooh,
talking
I
about
like
my
how,
TikTok. They paid.
I was just about to say I like how you incorporated the TikTok thing.
It
Yes.
was fun. Field show should be fun.
Yes. Yep. Y'all get oh yes. Y'all get 10s from me, baby, for that one. I
Thank
love how you
you.
incorporate you incorporated like TikTok stuff and you added stunts and you did all of this. So when you come up with a field show for them, is it more so of like a collaborative thing or is it more so just you?
That first field show was more of me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I was listening outside. The first field show was more so me. Like I said, I came up with that during quarantine. I was at home by myself. They actually the pop-ups and stuff, it was more so like, hey, can you do? I think I probably
Right.
mentioned on here once that I like UDA dancers. So if you look at my work and you compare it to, or you look at that field show, I won't say my work, look at that field show compared to UDA, you will see what I mean by that. Like I did try to encompass some stuff that I admire about how creative UDA dancers are.
Mm-hmm.
With that field show also, let's see. It changed over time. That first field show was more so what I would have wanted them to do. Like even down to, and this was the tone I was gonna go down earlier. When I didn't get captain, I had already had a vision in my head of how I wanted to do captain year. Like I told like in my letter how I wanted to put productions on the field. Like I wanted it to be like a full-fledged show. That if you look at that choreography and you go to my coordination, you'll see that's the same choreography or that beginning.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's what I wanted to put. I wanted to do it to burlesque though. I wanted to put, or just that stunt. I'll say I put the stunt up, and that stunt would have been my first field show. And it was just like kind of, I don't know. I got a chance to finally do the field show or create a field show like I wanted to. But the girls, I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like the technique level, and I have been eating up in comments about this. Their technique level wasn't there just yet. But I'm gonna be honest, they was okay. I feel like they were good. Like they were better than what they had been, and I felt like that set the tone for them mentally and working to accomplish. You picked the third one. They know that my expectation was when you got on that field, it better be as best as it could possibly be. You can't do no less. Like I think that was the game. No, they did it one more time. They did it at Morehouse. I think they did it in Morehouse. And I was just telling them like, y'all done did this so many times. Like it should be perfect by now. Like But I feel like I like that one a lot. I like that a whole lot. I feel like they did pretty good. Now the next field show, Prof told me we went from that field show doing that 4 times, and then they switched the song to Shame. I argued with Shame. I did not want them to dance to Shame. I felt like they had already danced to Shame. And it was, they had a very limited, I think they had a week to do this field show. Mind you, bro, you'd have had 4 times to finally nail this field show. This after 4 weeks of doing this, not 4 weeks of learning this field show. Because y'all been learning this field show since pre-drill.
Pre-drill, yep.
Y'all have performed it 4 times, but that was 3 the one you just did. But y'all have been doing this field show since pre-drill, and you want them to come out here and execute a nice field show in a week. Okay, so it's gonna be simple. Like it's gonna be on their level. So now we go to your level. Now I'm gonna create a field show on your level, and I have seen commentators try to take them out about that field show, and I'm just like, you don't know what these girls was going through, and who are you? For real, that's I rightly wanted to bite back, but I'm like, I'm not even gonna do that. You don't even know the shark you bark with. Like, you don't even know.
That's true.
But it's just like, that second field show when they did Shame, it was on their level. I feel like it was rushed. It was something that they had to hurry up and do. And I feel like, and I told them that like every time somebody throws something at you, man, how long is it gonna take? That's what I asked my friends. Like, how long some bad happened to you? How long is it gonna take? Okay, you crying. How long is it gonna take, like, for you to get over it? You know what I'm saying? Or how long is it gonna take for you to internalize that this has happened and now we have to move on? So that time when they had to do Shame, it was like, all right, I'm mad, y'all mad. It's aggravating, but let's get to it. It's okay. Yeah. And when they did the third field show, it was just, and honestly, it became a blessing because we know a few clips back, you just was asking about Kentucky State. They were able to use that field show at Kentucky State and then turn around and do the new field show that next day. So it's like, okay, y'all had this in y'all pocket. So it kind of blessed us. But I do feel like it was fairly unfair to them. Like, I want them to look their best. And if you put, I even tell this to the advisors at schools, like if you put kids under or you make it hard for them during a season that is already hard for them, you setting them up for failure. Like, why? Right. Let them build that confidence. Let them learn and let them be great at something. Like, it's been bull this whole time. Like, let them be great. So the third field show they did, because they only have done 3 field shows this whole year. I feel like it was more on a creative scale. It was like, all right, Sha'Diamond, we got to come up with choreo, and it has to be on their level. But Shane was a little bit. It was straight. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Shane was fine. It might not have had a lot. It didn't have transitions, but I feel like Shane's choreo was fine. And I feel like they could execute it on their level. That was good for them. Right. Now you have that's important. Sucker for You. Sucker for You is the song that I picked. I had to keep trying to find a different song. Like, what song is he gonna say yes to? I'm not sure if this is how I go at every other school, but I couldn't even pick the song that they was gonna do. That was the only song I got to pick. And it was just like, okay, but I'm the choreographer, so why? Like, I'm the choreographer, not y'all. But to each his own. It's over now. And I feel like Sucker for You was the best. I feel like it was fun. It was creative. That's when they had the fans and they enjoyed it. And they got to do another TikTok. They got to do the little, what's the name, TikTok. They liked it. I liked it too. So it was fun.
But it's important. It's important adding those things just to, get people talking. You never know.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, get people talking, but it's your craft is for you first. Like, it's for you. You supposed to be smiling when you come off that field. And because you are smiling when you come off that field, other folks gonna vibe with you. That's how it goes.
That's true.
And what I also want to point out, like, I travel and teach teams. Like, if people call me right now, I'll say, hey, send me footage of what your team looks like so I can go ahead and get an idea of what type of choreo can they do. And I don't think people understand that. I've even had a guy to fuss at me recently about that. Like, but I need to know what level of a dancer you are on, because just because I'm on this level don't mean you on that level. Like, and because vice versa, like, you might be a better dancer than I am. I can choreograph better than I can choreograph for somebody who dances on a higher level of technique than I can. Why? Because I just need to see it. I don't have to be able to execute everything. So some stuff is, if you have the training for it. I know a lot of ballet teachers, like, they'll tell you, hey, give me a plie or here we go, tombe pas de bourrée, glissade. Like, we all know what that means. Right. And I don't have to have my teacher to get up to demonstrate to me what that means. Like, no, I know you want me to give you, you know what I'm saying? I know what you want me to give you. So, yeah. When it comes to choreo, it was just like,
Child. Hey,
and
but
I'm
it
a
worked
freestyler.
out.
This is my last thing. I'm a freestyler. So you put on some music, I'm probably just gonna freestyle, turn my camera on, and learn that choreography. That's it. Right. I'm not gonna actually sometimes depending on what level you are on. If you are on my level and I have time to teach you, then I'm probably gonna go straight with my freestyle. Okay, this boom, ta ta ta. I know I can teach you how to do this. Then that's your vision. And now I'm gonna put movement to it, and I'm gonna transition and whatever. Like, and I might do this and then come back and say, okay, well, let's add this later, 2 days later or a day later or something. You know, like, just that's how the choreo be made up. Yeah. And they did help with some stuff. Don't get me wrong. Some stuff, a lot of stuff they did help with, because I need to know what y'all can do. Show me what you can do. Oh, put that right here. Oh, you can do that. You don't think you can do that? I remember writing posts on Instagram saying, hey, look at this. Do you think you can do this? One of my babies, Alana. Alana is 15 years old. I don't know if y'all knew I had a 15-year-old on my team.
Yes, you know what? I was going to bring that up because I'm like, you got a 15-year-old?
Yeah, she's smart.
How did that work out?
She's cool. Like, I mean, I fought for her to be on the team. I mean, I fought for everybody. Anybody that made the team, made the team. I didn't care what their weight was. I didn't care their age. They made it. They asked to be here. Like, that meant something to me. You asked to be here. So, and you have what it takes to be here. So why not let you be here? They was like, well, she's too young. So she's going to somebody's college. And I'm gonna be honest. I said, well, what would have happened if they wouldn't have let Asia been on the team? Because how old was Asia?
Asia was young.
Hello, I remember her calling me a little girl, and I'm like, girl, you a little girl. What? But what would have happened if there wasn't an Asia Martin? Like, hello, she birthed what? You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl lit. How you know this girl not lit? You trying to stop history. You sound like Pharaoh to me. Let my folks go. Like,
let's get to this next one.
Okay. It's the capes for me.
Yes, always.
Oh, you try to tell this uniform is not the same. It's two uniforms that look like this.
Yes, because I thought that.
Yeah, they not. They wore. I'm gonna be honest. They wore the same thing twice. But when you said that wasn't the same uniform. I was like, this ain't it.
They just look similar.
It's two like that, but they did wear each of them 2 times though. They wore everything 2 times. It's 16 of them.
Yeah, I know.
Hey. You better not count.
I love that count. Yes.
I like this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh,
I love
I'm
that count
falling
too.
trying to do it.
I love that count.
I like the little boy. I like the little boy too, though.
Bam, yes.
Yes.
It was one video, they were just so together. Like you could tell, like they really work hard to just look together.
Yes.
She's so feisty.
And what's funny is we did privates her first year. We didn't do any privates, I don't think, her second year. Honestly,
Which one is
she was
it?
going to the woods. Huh?
Which girl is it? Oh,
India?
the 15-year-old.
The 15-year-old, she is, where is she right now? She's at the top. Okay, so you see where TT is? She's on the opposite side from her.
Oh, okay. So the back row on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I gotta start paying attention to her now. Shoot.
And I feel like she's gonna even grow. Like I feel like this was a interesting opportunity for her. And her sister's 13 and she go to master. Both of them
What?
Yes, her sister's 13.
That's impeccable. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, count.
We outside. Oh.
You know what? And I know that Miles, they have We Outside. That's their song. Like they always play that. So how was it like when the Stingettes did We Outside for like 5 minutes when y'all was at that game?
I think that
or did y'all even notice?
So, huh?
Or did y'all even notice that?
I'm sure they noticed it. Let me see. Can I think back on my reaction? I'm probably over there being messy, for real. If I can just imagine me, I'm probably like, cause my year when we performed, or when Miles played something at us while we were on the field, I'm standing over there being messy time, so on the field after we just finished coming down the field or whatever. So for them to play that and them, I'm probably doing the same thing. So what y'all finna play big?
Right.
It was fun. I'm gonna be honest. That game was just hilarious.
That first game was tea. I love that first game.
It was so hilarious. Fun. Like I enjoyed it very much, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I think it was just a vibe of for real. We outside. Like it's COVID. We're finally outside. Like it was just that energy, the energy of the disrespect, the energy of when they could have played that. It just was the energy. It was fun.
Right.
It was fun. I think somebody was a little shady though, and it was like State got Miles whole book this shit on. I was like,
oh. Sha'Diamond. Shade. The shade of it all, baby.
It was on Facebook. It be y'all in the group.
Child. Let me tell you something. I didn't even know you was in Squad Buddies. That's the crazy
I didn't even know.
thing. I'm like, I didn't even know she was in here.
Until recently, y'all in the conversation going back and forth. I'm just like, I'm gonna
baby, let me tell y'all something. They are crazy.
And I'm trying not to respond to nothing. I might be out of it by the time we get out this live.
Okay. They are crazy because you know they're gonna make
that's your creation.
You right. You definitely right.
And you live it and you be here for it.
Okay. Now this is the other film.
This Shane, yeah.
Yes.
They was hating on my girls. I want to see them get out there and do it.
Come on, back then. Oh. Yeah.
That's my part of it. And she, let me see. Oh, Jordan.
They look good.
Thank you. And we made it a breast cancer thing the first time they did it. That was the point of wearing the pink, and I don't think people got it. Yeah, I don't think they got it.
Really?
But it's okay. Yeah, I don't think people understood it. But it was okay. I think they still enjoyed it, and I think they be proud of themselves. That'd be, I promise, I don't
That's all that matters.
If they straight, I'm straight.
Right. That's all that matters. Shoot.
Yeah.
If you happy on the team, then hey, what else can somebody say?
And I mean, the critiques are well needed. I think they can just come in a more respectful way, but then at the same time, to be honest, I feel like that also makes you feel like, well, you should have went harder at practice, because I'm sure there were wasted moments at practice. You know what I mean? So it's twofold.
Yeah. Recently, I hosted the Squad Buddies People's Choice Awards, and the Golden Stars won most underrated team of the year. So how do you feel, getting that recognition, fans, loving y'all? So how are you, loving that?
Loving that.
Right.
I am. Look, that was the answer. I'm loving it. For real, it's appreciated. And I think that the girls should be proud, because it's not even just me, it's the girls. Like, granted, I'm their coach, but they are the 16 girls who go out there every time and perform. So I'm proud of them. I'm proud of everything that they have overcome. They are probably really, really happy about it, because I don't pay attention to all the messages they put in the group chat, but I do, or I did see, like, they was like, well, why wouldn't we be the most this, or why wouldn't we be the most that? And I'm like, I just didn't respond, because in my thoughts, and I kind of did them how I did my girls at jail. If it's not the best, and it wasn't your best, no, if you didn't give your best, then whatever people rate you, that's your fault.
Yeah.
So it was a blessing that you gave them their rating, because that's not even their best. So that should tell them, like, that's like somebody who gets a B in a class, but you ain't even try your hardest. Like, you righteous could have got an A. You know what I mean? Like, that's a blessing. But now it brings out the question, like, what are you gonna do now? Because now that you see that, oh, okay, this gets me that. But if I would have just, I can learn this, or I can look at this situation and I have learned this from this. Okay, I can apply this. I have all these new tools in my toolbox. So now, what am I about to do? What am I about to do different? Because now I'm finna eat. Because y'all ain't seen nothing yet. That's how I feel about it. So it's just like, I'm so thankful. And it's just so crazy, like, it's appreciation for real from my end, because it's like, wow, people do see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people see you, and they
that's
are
important,
watching.
just to be seen.
Yeah, it is. And it's the love. Like, honestly, you gave them that, but what about the fact that they were rated 3, you know what I'm saying, or 3rd so many times? Like, I didn't even expect for them to, they've never been in a top. How do you let Sayak come and get in the lineup with the swag?
Boom. Yes. Yeah. So
it's just like, yes, this is appreciated, but this, and this is appreciated too. Because, like, now it's just like, dang. And every week it's crazy, because I didn't even know. Sometimes I didn't even know what we had ranked. I would go to practice at JO, the high school I teach, and they'd be like, yeah, y'all ranked this time. And I'm like, for real? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, this is really a thing. Like, and so
they
it's just
love
like,
it.
oh my gosh, it's appreciated. Like, great.
And you never know. And you never know who's watching. That's the thing. You never know who's watching. You never know who's inspired by you. You never know anything. It just happens sometimes,
Yes.
And that's why I try to include. And that's why I try to include so many different teams, because you just never know who's watching. You never know who wants to go to that school. You never know who wants to try out next year and just want to see how they are.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it.
It's a blessing.
Let's go to this last one.
Okay.
Yes,
now,
ma'am.
You know I like this.
You like this one?
Hello, you gonna see me jump across the fence? Hold on, let me see. I think.
Now I didn't even realize that the Stinkhead Jada Tank, her sister was on your team.
Jordan, yes.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. She is so alluring to me. Yes.
Yes, it's the
Ooh.
word for me. Come on, vocab. Like, I'm upset right now because one of my
Why?
girls can't even see her, so I'm trying to get the camera changed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes.
uh, yeah,
Oh, it's the
yeah.
hand switch for me. It's the hand switch for me. Yes.
And this, my sister's camp.
Mmm.
Listen to Craig.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know what? I used to hate how all these people be up there. Like, get out the way.
Child, I see it every week. I'm so tired of it. I see it
Yeah,
every
and
week.
it's the principle that the president has made them come almost out of the stands once. They had to go to like 2 rows one time, and I'm just like, these girls are your cream of the crop. You really need to make them more publicized.
Appreciate them, yeah.
Yeah, this is a marketing thing. Like, if you want people to come to your school, you know how many people would come to your school if your girls are better, or
Yes.
just extracurricular activities are better. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hey, I like
how this count comes from the bottom.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I remember seeing them do this in counting while I was in high school. Like, yeah, these counts are there all day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. And it's crazy because my cousin's ex-girlfriend used to be a Golden Star, and I'm just like, I don't know if you probably don't know her, Priyanka.
The
You
name
probably
is
don't know her.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You probably don't know her, but yeah,
The name
she was a Golden Star, and back then it was just like the Golden Stars were good, but they could have been better. And with you coming in and you cleaning them up, they look good, baby. You doing the damn thing, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate
Yes,
it. Like,
yes, ma'am. But
thank
they ate,
you.
and I'm so proud of them. I'm really proud of them. Yes, ma'am. But that's all we got for y'all today. Any
Yes.
last words from you, Miss Sha'Diamond?
I don't know. This wasn't in my thoughts. Just thank everybody for I just thank everybody for watching the girls. Go and check out the YouTube channel. Right now all of their videos are on my playlist for the Golden Stars. Keep dancing, everybody. Keep dancing, keep stretching, just keep being
try
great.
out. Yes.
Yes. And I don't have anything else.
All right, Miss Sha'Diamond. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
All right.